Welcome to the Dirty Laundry Show.
Woohoo!
I'm Justin, your host. Dirty Laundry Show is just basically fucking an entertaining show of shit we go through, infield, outfield, everything in between. Something that you could apply to your life. It's basically for shits and giggles.
Mostly bitches, though.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about bitches. Don't worry, Kollin.
Yeah, don't worry about everybody. We're going to be talking about bitches.
We're talking about them. We're talking about everything in between. Bitches,
Between the
hoes,
bitches.
and like dirty laundry. Because they do our dirty laundries. So
Why do we call it dirty laundries? Because we're airing other people's dirty laundry on the fucking internet. So this is our first podcast. We plan to make one every so often, whenever we feel like. But the first person to contact Kollin at his email address gets a 30-minute consultation. You could talk to us about whatever you want. I mean, if you want to talk about girls, pickup, if you want to talk about mathematics and the remaining numbers for pi, we could do that too. But first person
fucking
to email.
like AIDS, talk to us about it.
If you want, moral support for
for that shit, we're there for you, brother. Because I know how you got it.
Actually, I do not want to know that.
I do. Sometimes I do, so I can avoid it.
Anyways, mofo.
Kollin, what is your email address so people can get in contact with you?
Okay, my email address is kidk TrickMagnet@yahoo.com, or Facebook is Kollin with a K, KOLLIN DA TrickMagnet /Facebook.com. That's my thing.
Wow, that's quite a mouthful.
Yeah, Kollin with a
That
K.
is.
It's D, not THE.
Just
It's
remember,
D-A.
Kollin with the Kizzo.
Kollin with a Kizzo.
Well, type in Kollin DA TrickMagnet. You're there. You're in.
So that, Kollin, can you tell us a little bit about your background? You're Kollin the TrickMagnet. You're very famous in this part of the woods. Give us a little bit of the skinny on your background and how you got into this.
Okay, my little background is I used to be like a little hardcore gangbanger when I was like 15, 16. I got bitches easily because I just got bitches by status. Like, oh, you're a whoop-de-whoop. Oh, I want to suck your dick.
Was that your gang name? Whoop-de-woo?
Oh, my God.
That does not sound very gangster. Does not sound very G.
At least it wasn't a Casper or like some other
Or a
like
spider,
whatever
right?
spider.
Okay,
like,
so if
green eyes.
if someone said whoop-de-woo's coming after you, you'd be like, oh, I'm scared.
Stop skipping, all right? When you
No,
hear
my
Hoopty Woo
nickname-
coming after you, you better fucking start
Everyone
skipping.
hide.
Well, I don't want to give up my nickname here because like there's still people that want to kill me, so I just call it whoop-de-whoop.
It's all good, dog.
It's all good. No, it's Beeper. Who gives a fuck? But anyways, my nickname was Beeper or whatever. But back to my storyline. Little gangster, had status, so it's so easy for me to, like, get girls because like you just had status. Anyways, long story short, went to prison, came back. I'm like, dude, I need to fuck. And I'm like, I went up to a girl. I was like shaking. I'm like, what happened to, dude? What happened to beep beep? Turn that fucking shit off, dude.
So you were a hardcore gangster
Yeah.
coming out of jail, hardened criminal after you were in the pen?
Yeah, I was in the pen
Penitentiary, state penitentiary.
for
So
8 years.
For 8 years, and you came out and you were scared to talk to a girl, even though you had people like trying to kill you inside. I'm sure.
Yeah, well, not inside. Nobody want to kill me inside.
Outside, inside.
Well, back then they did, but not anymore. It's just, times pass.
Well, the pen isn't that serious, but still,
No.
you do not want to be there.
Oh, of course not.
You're coming out of like a crazy, scary place, and then you wanted to talk to a girl, and you just couldn't do it because you were too scared.
Yeah, I was too scared because I haven't talked to a girl in 8 years.
Right. There's a lot of guys out there that are like coming out of high school or they're coming out of their IT job or college, and they can't talk to girls. You were coming
Almost
out of prison.
feels like prison, right? Like if you're in high school and you're a nerd, you're in fucking prison.
I'm
So
sure
you
it's a
can
little bit
relate
better
with
than
fucking.
prison.
You can relate with Kollin.
Well, what I'm saying is,
If you already have an IT job, you're a fucking nerd. You can relate with Kollin.
yeah,
If you haven't been getting laid
Yeah.
for 8 years, you can relate with Kollin.
yeah, you can totally relate. With me.
For real.
You can't relate with
It's
me
very
right. You
similar,
can't
the
relate with me
time
right
span.
anymore. But
Not anymore,
When I first
but, like,
got
yeah,
out,
exactly.
You can totally relate to me.
So you were shaking in your boots. You couldn't talk to girls, and then what
What
happened?
happened?
And then I was like, oh, Google that shit.
So you
Wow.
Google has all the answers.
I Googled all
Fucking
the
hey,
answers.
you don't need to hear our show no more. Just Google this shit, motherfuckers.
Creationists, just Google.
Google.
How did I become human?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Google. How to get girls.
Google will tell you the
They
answer.
came.
How do you get
Mystery
your
method.
opposable thumb? Fucking
David
Google that shit.
D'Angelo.
Yeah.
How to find a wingman in Southern California. That's how I got into pickup.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good story.
Yeah.
That's an awesome story, man.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
glad you're here. Give me a high five.
High five.
So good to have you, Kollin. We also
Yes.
have a special guest, someone from Project Hollywood. His name is Shaian. Everyone give it up for Shaian.
Woo!
Shaian was an OG back in the day. If you've read the game, I've read like maybe half of it, maybe 3/4. I don't remember quite yet. But apparently he was mentioned in the game, something to do with Tyler, but he was actually there. He lived in the mansion. He was there with Mystery and all those other fucks. And
Exactly.
it was a lot of fun.
Shit happens, man. Like when you grow up with like people, and they're in the game, they're trying to like be friends.
Literally
at times.
the game, the book, or literally
book,
the game,
the whole fucking idea of it.
regular, like
You know,
game.
it goes back to like Ross Jeffrey or who the fuck it was from the
Right.
80s and shit, right?
Tom
Like,
Cruise plays them in Magnolia.
Right, yeah, exactly. He played his part, and he's like the guru of this whole fucking thing that started the whole fucking thing.
Like the Godfather.
And Ross Jeffrey is the Godfather. So if you don't agree with him, or you do, if you never heard of him, look him up on
Google
fucking,
him.
you know, Google that motherfucker.
YouTube that
When you
bitch.
fucking Google Kollin, Google that motherfucker too. Then you'll know where it's coming from. I mean, the whole fucking game thing has been around for a long time, and if you haven't heard of it, well,
You don't need to hear it
you're
anymore
a
'cause
fucking
you met
like,
us.
you know,
You're a douche.
you're a douche. So if you haven't heard of the fucking game, you're a fucking douche. Read a book called The Game. But anyways,
Do you get royalties since you're in the game?
no, fuck no, dude. I fucking don't get shit. That's the thing.
Well, you're gonna get shit.
I hope so. I get pussy. I don't get money. I
Wow.
get paid in pussies, like
Oh.
vaginas.
So you get like half a vagina if you
Like
don't
half
pay-
a vagina
if
sometimes.
someone buys like a book.
Like the mouth, I consider half a vagina.
What about like an ear canal?
Ear canal,
It's like a bad day. They only sold like a few bucks. You
fucking
get an ear
that,
canal.
that's like getting a penny off of like $1. You know what I mean?
Well,
the
you
butt?
take
It's
it
like-
all adds up.
The
Couple
butt
ear
is like
canals.
fucking $1.50. It's like $1.50.
Oh, is it more? It's more
Yeah, it's like
expensive?
because like usually people don't get the privilege of getting in there,
Oh,
but
Sure.
if you do,
Not everyone wants to get in there, but
Yeah.
some people.
if you're Asian, you better want to get in there. That's the only
You
way
want
you're
to get
gonna
into the
some.
Hershey factory, huh? So, Mr.
But you know, shit happens. But anyways, like I've been around for a while, seen the whole thing get started from Project Hollywood to now. So, whatever. Like, if you guys have any questions, can answer it. Can help you guys, break through your barriers. Whatever you need to do, you can always hit us up. It's just we're just doing this for fucking fun. So
we
we
have-
don't give a fuck.
We have two really good people here that can answer a lot of questions and give insights over years of experience, not only involving the game, quote unquote, but real life experience that I think a lot of people can take home and apply to their lives. It may not be every single day, but aspects of what we're going to talk about is very applicable to a lot of people. Going out, partying, meeting girls, getting laid, hopefully.
Yeah, just gotta tell you, we go out like almost every day, from here, from LA, Orange County, San Diego, Santa Barbara, San Francisco, fucking even in different states
Vegas.
like Arizona, Vegas, New York, Florida, Texas. We're all over the
Guam.
fucking world. Like not world,
Just
but
kidding, I'm
you
in
know.
Guam.
Guam, is that even a country?
like a
Don't you fucking
territory.
own that shit?
The territory.
But anyways,
You test nuclear
like
bombs
we
there.
have traveled a lot around the world, so we know what's good, where to go to get laid easily. If you want to fucking pay for some shit, go to Brazil or anywhere in South America.
Mexico's also very
Like
close. We
Mexico
know
is
some
like
guys
yeah,
that,
exactly.
you know, are
Like
very
if you
into
don't want to
Mexican
fucking play with the game, it's all good. Just fucking go to Mexico.
I don't think you'll actually be fulfilled fucking, hookers and stuff. I think that only goes so far. I mean, you're guaranteed to get laid and your game will be 100% close rate, right? Because you're fucking hookers. But
Yeah.
at the same time, I mean, you really know what you did. You paid for it. You didn't exactly earn it.
So it's
Jeez,
not
even
really
money.
a game. You know what I mean?
It's not a game. It's like a money transaction.
So
It's like you
we're here to
buy
help
McDonald's.
you get laid,
We
mofos.
Dude, we're
That's all
here
it
to
is.
help us and help these people that are out there. You know what I mean? Like, the thing is, these people are lost. A lot of these people are lost. They don't know. They go to fucking clubs, just stand around and drink, and that's it.
They're AFCs.
Whatever that is. Just
You're in the
fucking
game,
out
you know
there.
what the fuck that is. But,
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, a lot of
mm.
people are just out there. They're just standing around. They're just kind of scared. They're just like don't know what to say. And when you say something, you're afraid. Like you don't know how to carry on a conversation. Like what do you say after you
I
say
don't carry
hi?
on a conversation.
Not you, but I'm talking about like everybody in general. Like what I'm saying is like,
I'm just saying, telling these people you don't need to carry on a conversation.
yeah, no. Sometimes you do, because some people are scared of that. Like some people are scared of the fact that they don't know what to say after hi.
Right.
You
I think
know?
that's a very common issue that people run into when they're just starting out meeting girls. at
Exactly,
nightclubs
and on
bars.
top of that, and then when you go to all these boot camps and like you learn all this shit, and you learn lines, and that doesn't come out natural, and you get like fucking rejected, and you think like the whole game sucks. Well, that's not the fucking game. That's you. Because the thing is, you're not supposed to fucking memorize lines. First of all, because
using that as a
you're
crutch.
supposed to like, you know about it and just kind of like implement that whatever you learn into your personality and like kind of go with it. You know, like if you memorize lines and you're just a fucking robot and just go in front of the girl and just say like, "Hey, would you like to, would you ever date a guy on a wheelchair?" That's not gonna fucking work. You know, or if you have
Well,
20
it
lines.
opens up for comfort, but you know what? Comfort don't mean shit unless.
No, it
you
doesn't,
feel the
dude. Like, you
attraction.
know what I
Not
mean?
very comfortable.
Yeah,
in a
like
wheelchair.
when you fucking say shit like that, or when you say shit like, hey, would you rather date somebody that works at Del Taco, or would you rather date somebody that works at NASA?
I know. They know what you're talking about.
That's
It's
a
like,
pretty
who
easy
kisses
question.
better? Britney,
Right?
Britney
Like,
Spears
how
or
fucking retarded is
Christina
that?
Aguilera.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Who'd you go out with, like fucking Britney Spears or some fucking lame ass bitch that works at Del Taco?
Who lies
you know what
more?
I mean?
We've
You know
all
what I
heard
mean?
it.
We've all heard that stuff before.
So it's like it doesn't fucking like really tell you the whole story about like how to pick up on girls.
Is this what you learned in Project Hollywood? When you were there, did they teach you?
Yeah.
You don't want to use lines. You want to be.
No. In Project Hollywood, they taught like, okay, you have to say certain things. Like, okay, the line that I said, like, would you date somebody in a wheelchair? That's what I fucking learned in Project Hollywood. That's where they're like, all right, that's the line you fucking tell them. I was like,
It's
are you
like
fucking
an
kidding me?
opinion opener.
Yeah, it's like-
it's an open loop where you open it for other
Or
topics, questions.
or there's another one. Hey, do you think David Bowie is ugly?
Do you think
I
David
mean,
Bowie's hot? That was
Or
the-
hot or ugly?
that
Yeah,
was
exactly.
the
Like one of those
original
fucking things.
one.
Like who the fuck cares?
I mean, yeah, these people.
A lot of
they
people don't even know who
understand
David
that.
Bowie
Yeah,
is
exactly.
anymore.
Like who the fuck cares who David Bowie is? Like who's fucking like Keith Richard? Like who the fuck?
No, I know. I'm not saying these people. They know what you're talking about.
It's a starting point for a lot of people. I noticed you said that you travel a lot. We just got back from San Diego this past weekend for July 4th.
I want to hear stories about that.
Kollin, please share some stories that your experiences in San Diego this past weekend.
Oh, most definitely. Met a girl from Texas. I won't say her name.
That's good.
Yeah.
What did you nickname her?
I nicknamed
Barbie.
her Houston Barbie.
Everything
Yeah, I
you
did
did in
nickname
Texas,
her.
right?
Oh, that's what it said on my Facebook.
That's right.
No, seriously though, we made out before. Her friend grabs me and goes, "You're being too aggressive," because I made out with her within like 2 minutes. Her friend grabs me and goes, "Oh, you're too aggressive." Well, all I did was I just built enough rapport with a friend. I smacked that ass and she liked it, whatever. Blah blah blah. But the main thing I'm trying to say is, I didn't use game. I didn't use like stupid opinion openers. I just told her straight up, "I want to fuck the shit out of you," and I said it with
Exactly.
conviction.
Exactly.
And
See, like the thing is, a lot of the guys doesn't realize how confidence can like be a game in itself.
yeah, confidence is a game in it. It's confidence by itself. It just speaks
Right,
your mind.
it's a fucking game in itself, but
Yeah, it's
people doesn't
gangster.
realize that shit. That's
No.
like fucking gangster, like you said.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
Yeah.
like fucking hey, dude. Have enough confidence, go out there, just fucking talk to a girl, and then if she doesn't listen, just fucking backhand her.
So walk us through how you met this Houston
Barbie.
girl, Houston Barbie.
As
in
you and me
San
went to
Diego.
eat sushi, that's when we first met them, right?
on
Yes.
the way back.
On the way
I
back.
picked up a cigar and I was walking back towards the hotel because we were going to meet up with our buddies, pre-drink, and then go to our table at one of the clubs. And we ran into her.
Yeah.
I met her the night before, I think in the elevator.
And you brought her,
And I was like-
Houston to the room.
Yeah, her friend, the other Houston,
Mm-hmm.
to the room, and
on
we did
Houston, too.
shots. And I mean, it was very, very easy to pull her. There was like no resistance. All I said is like, "Let's go now." Very commanding. Let's go take shots. She went up to her room and she partied with us, and then Kollin ends up hooking up with her friends. So you never know who you're gonna meet in the fucking elevator.
That's why you can't always be an asshole all the time, even though she's ugly or whatever. You can't always be an asshole.
Right.
Yeah.
So, sometimes you can, but you know.
So you got to hook up with her at Intervention. I was there. At,
Yeah.
The Hard Rock Beach Party was like the hottest party on July 4th weekend in San Diego.
Now, a good testament is after we left, me, Justin, and our friends, we left the table because they left too, whatever. We went back to the table. Now, there was a guy talking to Houston Barbie for like 15 minutes. And I walked up there, and I just grabbed Houston Barbie, and I just say, come here. You know what I want to do?